18th June is the International Day for Countering Hate Speech, as established in 2021 through a UN General Assembly resolution, Resolution 73238. And each year on this day, we come together to recommit to our key principles and commitments. But even more so, we come together to remind us of all of our individual roles and responsibilities and to spur new ideas to counter the proliferation of hate. The establishment of this International Day came after the United Nations launched its strategy and plan of action on hate speech in 2019, recognizing that trends of hate speech online and offline threaten global efforts to advance peace and security, human rights, and sustainable development. Since then, around the world, we continue to witness increasing trends of hate speech, including on social media platforms, to the point that hate is now mainstream. No group in society is spared. And with the hatred being normalized, norms are broken, and so are the pillars of our common humanity. Hate speech spreads fast and affects all aspects of our societies. Hence, the campus of possible interventions to fight it also draws from diverse areas of knowledge and expertise. For this reason, successfully purging this toxic virus requires a whole of society approach. It is the responsibility of each of us to do our utmost to use the knowledge, expertise, and tools we have at hand to ensure that vitriolic narratives do not expand and escalate further, to prevent hate speech becoming weaponized, to prevent hate speech as an indicator of incitement to genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes, to elevate empathy, tolerance, and respect for diversity as critical pillars in any society, and to equip everyone, everywhere, with this understanding and tools. Hatred travels fast on social media. We must act faster to combat it, to preserve social cohesion. I urge governments, multilateral organizations, impacted communities and individuals, civil society, academia, new and traditional media, and the private sector to take action to counter the scourge of hate and to join forces. Because we are stronger when we are together. On this International Day, I call on all of you to do the utmost to tackle the scourge of hate speech globally, to restate our commitment to human rights and the United Nations Charter, to prohibit any propaganda for war, to condemn all propaganda and all organizations which are based on ideas or theories of superiority, of race or groups of persons based on color or ethnic origin, to prohibit any advocacy of national, racial, or religious hatred that constitutes incitement to discrimination, hostility, or violence, to declare as an offense, punishable by law, or dissemination of ideas based on racial superiority or hatred, incitement to racial discrimination, as well as acts of violence against any race or group of persons of another identity or origin. Because countering hate speech starts with each of us, with me, with you, and with the partnerships we make.